Welcome. My name's Annette Estival Perez, and I'm a program specialist in instructional systems right here in OCPS. I'm going to demonstrate a really easy game that I made using Keynote, which is a free presentation app on your iPad. So this particular game has a theme. It's a treasure hunt theme, maybe pirate themed, and we're going to practice using the phonemes p and b. Okay, so some of the skills that we're learning are going to be to lock images, linking images, how to insert audio and pictures, and how to utilize those drawing tools in order to make a really easy and basic game. So I'm going to demonstrate these things. If you want additional details on how to do them, like a more specific guide, you can please check out my presentation. Okay, so this is the main slide. I just opened up my Keynote and I'm going to click on the play button at the top. That'll put it in presentation mode. So one of the things I did add was some fun little animation. So anytime you see an image moving around, that's animation. Okay, and here's a little map. Now all of these images that are on here, I got them straight from Keynote. iPad has a great I almost want to say warehouse, but a big collection of different objects and images that you could use. It's fantastic. You can flip them around, you can change the colors, you can resize them. Tons of great stuff. So I didn't have to leave the iPad to look for anything. So I added some animations, tried to get really fancy for you, added some footsteps. All right, but for this particular game, I made 3 activities. The first one is called P sounds. I'm going to click on that one. And this is really great if you have a question, um, like multiple choice type of questions, things like that. This style is fantastic. This is what you call linking images. So each one of these images is linked to another slide in the Keynote presentation. Okay, and this is definitely a skill that I learned when I was using PowerPoint and Google Slides. It's not anything new, but it's a really easy way to make a game. So for this particular game, they need to identify whether the word that's represented has a p in the initial or final position. So let's look at the first one. That looks like a stop sign. Stop ends with a p. So let's see what happens. And yes, I got it right. I'm going to click on my little home button. Takes me back there. How about bear? Buh starts with a buh. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, so super easy. I just had to make 3 slides for this one with the pictures, and then 2 other slides that told them if they were correct or incorrect. Okay, I'm going to click back on my little map. Okay, and that's going to take me right back to the beginning. My second activity, it says put and but word sort. And I kind of started this one already, but essentially I made a little ocean at the bottom. Okay, and I hid some pictures there. And that ocean, by the way, it's just 3 little pictures that I kind of locked together to make it look like an ocean. I think I looked for something that said wavy lines. Okay, and I'm going to hold this down so that I can get out of the presentation mode. There we go. And you click on a picture and drag it up. So I resized it. My upside down bicycle starts with a buh. I have a pig, puh. Okay, so again, you can't do the clicking and dragging in presentation mode, but it's really easy to get right out and just manipulate that. Okay, so I'm going to get back in presentation mode, click on my little map. That's going to take me back to the main page with the map. And our final activity is scratch off sounds. We're going to use the drawing tool for this one. So the idea behind this is elkonin boxes. Essentially, I created this page that has lots of different words and I segmented them, and over each segment I hid it with a little square that I made out of the crayon drawing tool. And the point of this is that the student needs to sound out the word as they erase. Okay, so I can't do this from presentation, so I'm going to exit out. So usually the easiest way is to kind of double tap. Okay, come on, there we go. And plus sign, drawing. Okay, and this is my drawing toolbar. It's already on eraser, but if I wanted to draw, I could, select my drawing tool and I can choose colors and that sort of thing. But I'm going to use the eraser and we're going to sound out some words. So, p, ah, p, pop. Okay, same thing over here. Ah, p, mop. Okay, alternately, you could also have the students circle as opposed to erase, and they could use the drawing tools from this menu, or if you don't really want them to leave presentation mode, from presentation mode, if you hold, you get this funny looking little toolbar that appears at the bottom, has a laser pointer, but they also have a drawing tool as well here. So I can go pa, ah, pa, pop, sh, p, ship. Okay. Now, a lot of teachers that have viewed this presentation already, they ask me, oh, the sound isn't working on these little, buttons here. Well, those are actually placeholders. The instructions say record yourself saying each sound. So that's just really a reminder for the kids. And I will show you quickly how you can add sound, which is honestly one of my favorite features about Keynote. If you go to plus, you have this awesome menu of things that you can add. And it's really nice because you don't have to have things already saved. You can just do it in the moment, like record audio. So for record audio, if I click on that, I have that record thing at the bottom. I put it and I can record myself. So I can go ah, p, mop. Okay. I can preview my file or I can just go ahead and insert it. So if I'm the student, once I have my little file, I can just put it right there. And I can review it myself, or if I'm the teacher, I can listen to the student and see whether or not they understood the concept of the elkonin box and how to segment a word. Okay, so that was a really cool skill that showed you how to insert images, or in this case, audio, and how to use the drawing tool. And if you want more detailed instructions on how to do any of those skills, they're included in the presentation. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.